A broken line graph is a diagram that has a horizontal axis divided into units of time and a vertical axis that displays the values of the qualitative characteristics studied, and in which the data recorded are represented by points that are then connected to one another by segments to form a broken line that illustrates the evolution of the phenomenon under consideration.
So here is an example of work problem of broken line graph. So the problem is, Nick was practicing his basketball shots. He kept track of how many he sunk in a minute. On the first day, he sunk 7 shots. The second day, he sunk 11 shots. The third day, he sunk 13 shots. The fourth day, he sunk 17 shots. On the fifth day, he drained 21 shots. So we need to know the amount of shots sunk by Nick in 1 minute. So in order for us to know that, iput sa nato kong mga data. So in day 1, he shot 7. In day 2, he shot 11 shots. On day 3, 13 shots. In day 4, 17. And lastly, day 5, 21 shots. After collecting the data, we then create the X and Y axis. The X-axis is horizontal and the Y-axis is vertical. In X-axis, we put there the names or things being compared. And in Y-axis, we put there the numbers or whatever is being measured. In the Y-axis, the number you put in there kay magkaalam kay magkadako. So, since kay shots kay 7 man, ang pinakagamay, so instead of putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay, we'll just go and add number 5. After that, sa days, kay ibutang na nimo ang day 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So next, we will put the data here in the graph. So on day 1, he shoots 7. In day 2, he shoots 11 shots. In day 3, he shoots 13. In day 4, he shoots 17. In day 5, he shoots 21. So the next thing is we will connect graph shows the number of Nick shots shrunk recorded in the first 5 days. So as you can see, kay nagkataas ang iyang nagka-improve ang iyang mga shots as they passes by.
Advantages of broken line graph. The advantage to using graphs in charts is that they can display a lot of information. It's an easy to understand format. For example, a line graph is a great way to show trends over a period of time. You could put numbers in a table, but a line that is consistently going up is much more accessible at quick glance. Line graph can give a quick analysis of data. You are able to quick tell the range, minimum or maximum, as well as if there are any gaps or clusters. This also means that it can easily observe changes over a certain period of time. When drawing them, you're able to use exact values from your data.
Of broken line graph. Plotting too many bars makes it appear cluttered, less easy to interpret. If there is a wide range of data, it is difficult to read accurately. It becomes more complicated if there are uneven class intervals. Using too many or too few classes can mask important patterns in the data. Plotting too many lines over the graph makes it cluttered and confusing.
This is how to create broken line graph. First, we have to make y-axis and x-axis and label them right in scale that shows your interval, so you have to plot the data using points. After you've write on the data, connect the dots using a ruler that will represent your data to the graph. For example, I expense 100 on Monday, on Tuesday 400, on the third day 300, and the fourth day is 200. The fifth day I spend 600. On the Saturday I spend 550. On Sunday, I spent 400. Now, you have to connect it one by one.
This type of line graph is used when it is necessary to show the change over time. A line is used to join the values, but the line has no defined slope.
Broken line graph is important because without it, it is hard to make predictions and to get conclusions. And worst of it, you could end up the opposite part of a result.
Therefore, a broken line graph is a diagram that has a horizontal axis which is divided into units of time and vertical axis that displays the values are represented by points that are then connected to one another by segments to form a broken line. In which means a highway marking consisting of a series of disconnected line segments painted between lanes of a roadway, indicating that crossing from one to the other is permissible. Broken line graphs, also called a line graphs, are used to show changes data over time. They displays trends, patterns, and help us make predictions.